channel. So today I wanted to do a new project, and as you can see it's looking a bit hairy. So it's actually shedding season. So this is from my old little lady, my horse, and she's shedding a lot, as you can see in the clip. And this is actually from my Chihuahua, and I thought I could throw this away, but I also use it and make something cute. So I bought a couple of these felting needles. I don't think it's going to be enough, but as you can see, these are the finer ones. And I've got some foam. I didn't have really thick foam, so instead of just using one, I just took 3 parts. So I think that's going to be thick enough. The needle is going to go in that much. It should be fine to protect my surface. But the first thing I want to do, as you probably can see, there's a little bit of dandruff in here. That's fine, I can work and pick it out. This is a little bit dusty. No pun intended, my dog is called Dusty, but so I'm going to try and wash this. I'm not sure if it's going to make it better or worse, but I really want to wash this because this is going to be my main part. I haven't even told you what I'm going to be making. I want to make a little heart shape with a tiny heart on top. So let's get this washed and then we'll get back to the actual felting process. So we're all ready to go and felt. I've got the hair and it's washed and dried. It's looking pretty good. So the washing actually helped it already clump together a little bit. So that's nice. I've been watching a couple of tutorials and I saw somebody make a or use a cookie cutter to make the shape, and I decided to use some Morbla and make the heart shape. That way it's going to be way easier to get the right shape and keep it in the right shape. I also was thinking of how am I going to hold my needles because I've got a lot of issues with my hands. And first I got this little foamy thing and it already made it really easy to hold it, but I still have to grip it. So then I decided, I got the Warbler, let's make a custom fit. See, now I'm not gripping anything, it's just on my fingers. I can stab without having to use any grip strength. So that's pretty good. So I just made it to go around my fingers like so, and it just stays on. So yeah, hopefully I don't break the needle. This material, this Warbler, is really handy. You can form it with heat, and once it cools down, it stays in shape. So let's fill this puppy up with some of the hair. I've got a piece that has some mane and tail hairs in there. I think it's going to be good to put in the middle. So I'm just going to put some of the regular fur on the bottom. And I'm probably going to add more. But let's just put some in to start with. Then put this part, because this is really solid already. So I thought it would make a good base for the center. And then put some more of the regular fur on top. I'm really excited to see if this actually is gonna work. Okay, let's just start with this. I'm just going to put my little needle on. And I'm just going to go around the sides. Maybe this is a too fine of a needle for the type of hair, and I have to get a bigger one. So I was felting on this with the one needle for a while and it didn't do anything. So I added a second needle to it, but unfortunately it still wasn't doing anything. So I went out and got different type of needle. So this is a medium or a fine, I think. And this is a coarse needle. I also got this little funky thingy, which has 7 needles in it. So now I can do the stabbies with 7. And as you can see, this goes a lot faster. So I think I'm gonna turn it around again. The only thing is it gets stuck quite a bit in here, but I've got a lot of fur, so I'm not worried about losing a little bit. But I do know you need to keep turning it. So I'm just gonna keep stabbing till it gets firm enough for me to go without the little shape. And I also am just pulling the sides in, just folding the hairs over. So I think going with the coarse needles for the coarse hair is a lot better. So I'm just gonna keep going and I'll show you when we've got a little bit more process. So I've been at it for a little bit and I've got the feeling it needs some sort of base because every time I turn it around, it seems like it's getting a little bit loose. So I just cut out a heart shape. So this is just normal crafting felt. And I'm probably just gonna do another layer of the fur on top of it. So it's going to be some sort of sandwich. It's all just a big experiment. I do feel that it's giving it something to grab onto. So I'm just going to continue going from both sides until it feels like it's really, really sturdy. And I'm confident I can go and shape it without the mold. So I think it's time to take it out of the shape because I don't think I'm going to be able to get it any tighter. So let's just move this for a little bit and push it out. So what I'm going to be doing is trying to keep as much as the heart shape as I can, but trying to make the edges a little bit more. It's really square and I want it a little bit softer, so it's probably going to become a little bit bigger, but that's okay. I think I can just go like this. And you can already see like this is a little bit more round. This is really square. I'm just going in at an angle. So not straight from above as I've been doing, but just at an angle, about 45 degrees. I'm just gonna do that for the whole edge on both sides. And I'm just making sure that this part, I'm going and poking it in different directions. So hopefully clearly keep the separation there. Let's turn it around. Do the other side as well. So the last little thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to just go around and just do this from the side. And then once I'm all done, in the end, I'll just neaten up the rest with some scissors. It feels pretty sturdy, so I'm happy with that. If you compare it to how it was in the beginning, like just hair, this is just totally different. Make sure you don't stab yourself. It's fine. I think I'm gonna take this as the top. Now it's time to add some of the fur of my little dog on top. And I think I'm going to be using the finer needles. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be using this, and otherwise I can always grab a loose one. I just want to do a small heart on the side. I think that will look cute. Let's just grab a little bit. As you can see, this is really, really fluffy compared to that of my horse. And I'm just going to try and manipulate it. Maybe I should start with it on the foam. Let's grab a little bit of clean foam. So I'm just going to start off on the foam. Not sure how to go about this, but see if we can get the shape to become some sort of heart shape. As you can see, this goes a lot faster than the horsehair, even though I'm using the fine needles. That's just because the fibers are a lot smaller, more like wool. I think getting the shape started is the hardest. Once you have a general shape, it's okay. So I'm just going to keep trying to refine the shape by just folding the edges and poking it, and just keep adding a little bit more and more till I feel like it's thick enough to add. And as you can see, like, this is nice and round, and here there's a little bit of a extra piece, so I'll just fold it over and try to get it to stay in the shape I want. So I think I'm ready to add this to here, but before I do that, I think I'm going to just take off a little bit of these longer pieces. Let's place it on here like so, and I'm just going to gently poke it, going on the sides first. I'm really hoping I can get the two to attach. And I'm just going to go into the center. It doesn't need to be like fully stuck, but just as long as it's going to stay on. So I'm just going in a slight angle, trying to get the edges to really stick to the layer underneath. I think it's working, as you can see here, but I can always add a little bit more fur on top. I think cutting away the side was a good decision because it does make it look a lot cleaner. I think we're almost done. I'm just gonna stab it a little bit more, finish off the sides like I did with the small one, just by cutting away the biggest pieces, just cleaning it up, and then it's time for the final reveal. So here's the final reveal. But yeah, it came out so nice. I really didn't expect it to, actually. But yeah, I think it's gonna make a wonderful addition to my little collection. I just want to thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye everyone!